Appreciated a busy bayman. Today we're going to be talking about snowshoes. I know my timing is a little off as usual, but that's it. It's one of those projects I never got back. I never got at last winter at all. I mean to do it, but didn't. Anyway, like I said, timing's a little off. Winter is a long ways away from here yet. We got another month or so. And this time of year, I like to do a nice bit of snowshoeing, so making a new pair for my good neighbor and myself, and wife said she'd like to have a new pair too. So, and I haven't made any in the last couple of years, so it's always good to do it every year so you don't forget. Anyway, when it comes to snowshoes, there's a bunch of different designs. I mean, you got long tails and the store-bought jobbies and beer paws. I don't know, the list goes on and on. So I'll take a minute here now and show you guys the different type of ones that I like to use. And just keep in mind, the Inuit, they got 20 odd different words for snow. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've had snowshoes on my feet all my life, and different snowshoes for different conditions. Alright, here we are. I got a few strung out here. Now, this is a kid's snowshoe right here. You can see by my size 11, it's not very big. But the point I'm trying to make is these are tightly weaved. These are real good in light powdery snow. I got a pair like this for myself when conditions are like that. Now you can see these are a bit rounder and weaved a little less tight. These are for more damp snow conditions. And you can see these, it's the ones I just made yesterday. These are nice walking snowshoes. These round wide ones are better in the thick bush. You can get around a lot better. You don't need much room to turn around and stuff like that there. These longer ones are a better walking snowshoe, and I got these lightly weaved because this time of the year the snow is really heavy and it helps snow fall through a bit better. And here's a pair of wooden ones that I never ever finished. I don't use these a whole lot. Now my old man swore by these. He didn't like these because he found you couldn't side hill because they have a very narrow wire frame, so you have a tendency to slide when you're side hilling, especially if it's a little icy. What he found with these are a little wider and they'll hold you a bit better. I never finished the heads or tails in these. That's the last pair my old man and I made together. I probably never will wear these. But anyway, they're lightly weaved for damp snow conditions. And these right here are huge. These snowshoes are made for a 200-pound plus man. And I don't really need a snowshoe this big. That size right there is plenty for me. It's just one step above adolescent. Good for 150, 200-pound man, no sweat. Same with these, same size, built for me. And these I'm building for my buddy, another buddy, yep. He's 200 plus, and I can say his weight. But these are lightly weaved for, you know, multi-purpose, I guess. They'll be good in damp snow, and you can see these are made long, narrow, great for walking, and they got a turn in the nose. You don't have to lift these. Yeah, so that's just explained shortly the different types of snowshoes that I use for different snow conditions. And they start out with a wire frame. And then you wrap the wire frame in rubber inner tube, and then you fill them with this twine right here. This is trawl twine, or drag twine we call it. It's a hollow core nylon twine, which makes it really great for joining and finishing the ends. I'll just show you on one of these, one I just done. Now you can't see where I started or where I finished. That's because I started right here and the end is melted. You can see it and fused to the rest of the twine. And I finished. Alright, so that's it. That's the different types of snowshoes that I use. I find them really well. It's not for the lack of walking in them, I can guarantee you that. And the beauty of these wire type snowshoes is that you don't have to take them off when you're on your sled. You just leave them on, and you can sit on your sled and kneel down on it or what have you. You don't really have to take them off. I never take them off if I'm using them darting for spot to spot, checking traps or rabbit catching. Or yeah, and the harness, well, the harness is about as simple as it can get. Here's the harness. You have a toe loop and it's tied on. You just tie it on right here to fit toe your boot, and this little rubber strap goes over the leg of your boot, and you put your toe out in it, and you take that rubber strap and stretch it out over your toe. Yeah, so that's about as simple as you can get. Now somebody did point out to me they're probably a bit better, because you can probably kick these off if you fell in through the ice, but I've never tried it and don't want to try it. I'd say if you did start kicking under the water, they probably would come off. Yeah. Yeah, so if you got any questions about snowshoes, just leave a comment below, or if you're interested in owning a pair like this, just private message me, and we might be able to work something out. After making a lot of them, I can guarantee you that, and they work well, I must say. They're awesome little snowshoes. You don't need to find a clearing in the woods to turn around with these guys. It's not like donning a sheet of plywood and trying to get your... Well, that's it, guys. That's snowshoe 101, I guess, for me anyway. One other little side note there. A few guys have been asking about what I use for skinning. I'll show you my knives. There are a couple of them I made myself, and there's one bought one. And believe it or not, I find the ones I made myself better than the bought knife. Alright, here we go. Here's Smithfield English blade. I use this for rough skinning beavers and other critters. Really good steel, really good blade, holds an awesome edge. I've had this a while now. Great little knife. And right beside it here, I don't know, I call it a hatchet, but it isn't really a hatchet. It's a ulu type blade, and it has a moose antler handle. I found with the ulus that I was using, they have a T-type handle, and I found it really hard on the wrist after you use it quite a bit. So I put this handle on it here, and I must say, now this one here has a double-sided blade, and yeah, I like it a lot. I must say it does a really good job, really quick job on beavers, otter, stuff like that. And of course I don't use fleshing boards. I skin all my fur on my knee, like I was taught to do, or flesh on the fur on my knee. And here's the other one. Now this is a more traditional type ulu. It has a chisel type blade. It's only sharpened on one side. This one's a really good blade too. I use it a lot, I must say. And both of these blades, if you couldn't already tell, is made from a 10-inch saw blade. Really good steel. They hold a really good edge. Well, that's like the razor. And same with this one. Now, they're only good for fleshing. They're no good for skinning. I guess you could. I've never have tried skin it. Like I said, I always use this one or a Green River, and I'm not sure where that's to now. And for more detailed work, like around the head and stuff like that, foxes and canines, and I just use those Ofla blades. I don't put it in a handle or nothing. I just see if I can find it here now. Yeah, I just use these Ofla blades. Yeah, they're only sharpened on one side, and I just hold it on in my fingers like you would a surgical knife, I guess. And these are disposable. I mean, they're awesome. They work great. Alright, that's enough of my ramblings. Take care, everyone. So that's it. Till next time, guys. Take it easy.